My husband is hot two ways. He's hot in temperature and he's hot to look at. I still cannot fathom that people have opinions about other people's birth experience. Everyone wants to know what's going to happen with Keeley and Roy Kent.
Who knows if it's their time or not?
It's not what I was looking for. I really want that.
Southern accent dances around the mouth in a way where it's more English vibes, right?
Not gonna lie, if you call me and ask if it's a good time, my response will be, as long as you don't mind tiny human voices in the background. That's the life I live. But why also, when you pick up a phone call, do they always need to talk to you then? Like, they haven't been talking to you for 20 minutes straight, but then all of a sudden you pick up a phone call and they're like, oh, line's open? I'm coming too. Let's get this podcast started. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Not Gonna Lie, a Wave original brought to you by Pullups. I'm your host, Kylie Kelsey. For some reason, comments about what hypothetical name I'd give a hypothetical baby boy are in the news. That's silly. I made a comment on Allison Cooch's podcast, Sunday Sports Club, about what Jason and I have in common, which is a father with the name Edward, and suggested that there had been a conversation at some point about using Edward as a middle name. That's a silly headline. Rusty and Harrison are adoptable animals of the week. Both got adopted. Yeah, someone better come swoop and Gritty before Queen Emma does. And don't worry, my husband cried plenty at his own wedding, regardless of what his comments were recently. Guys, think about this. First of all, there was a moment in time where I said that if he didn't tear up when I started walking down the aisle, that I would go back and start again. Knowing that someone would have obviously punched him in the nose between me restarting and then he would have been crying when I walked down the aisle. No, but on a serious note, consider the context here, guys. Obviously, my husband cried during our wedding. He did. I think that goes without being said because he has cried a couple other places because he feels his emotions, okay? More importantly, he cried at his brother's wedding for many reasons. It was touching. It was very loving to see all of the things that were happening. But take this into consideration because no one's thinking about this. Think about getting to watch your 4 daughters be flower girls. Okay, that's all the information you get. It was emotional. And he was not the only adult crying in our family. Guilty. Okay? Come on, be for real. And yes, I have given him shit about it. And yes, I will continue to. Because that is my right as his wife. Okay. Coming up on today's episode, we've got a packed doom scroll. After that, I'm going to be joined by an actress you know and love. She's back for Ted Lasso season 4, and I can't wait to talk to her all about it. Juno Temple is here. How does this keep happening? No business. I have no business. But before we get to all that, let's get right into Doom Scroll of the Week. Brought to you by Pullups. First up, this doctor perfectly shuts down anyone who still dares to tell a C-section mom that she didn't give birth the real way.
They told her she did not really give birth. And as a doctor, I need to say the truth out loud. A cesarean section is one of the most major surgeries we perform on a fully conscious human being. And then we hand her a newborn and expect her to smile. And let me tell you what actually happened on that table. To lift her baby into the world, a surgeon had to cut through 7 separate layers of her body. Some women can't even reach for their baby when they are lifted up. Some planned this, many did not. They labored for hours, heard the word emergency, and were rushed under bright lights, terrified they were about to lose everything. And then hours after the abdominal surgery, she was expected to sit up, to feed, to lift, to bond, to be grateful, to bounce back, to hide the scar, and to answer again and again whether she was disappointed she did not do it the real way.
God, I love this clip so much because I really feel like we are so aligned on this message. I cannot stand, first of all, people having really any opinions about anyone's birth experience, because it's not yours. It's not yours. And also, he's talking specifically about an emergency C-section. There are situations in which there are scheduled C-sections because a baby is breech, or a baby is too large, or maybe it's not safe for mom. How about that? I cannot emphasize enough that you built a human being with your own body and a contribution from somebody else. But with your own body, you built a human being, okay? However, they need to come out safely for both you and baby. Emphasis on both you and baby. Let's do that. More importantly, whether the baby comes out the front or the bottom, okay? Sometimes, when I say bottom, I mean vaginal birth. Sometimes they actually do come out the bottom. That's on accident. You know what I mean? Let's not do that. Let's try our best not to do that. But if they come out the front or the bottom, guys, they came out and you gave birth. Okay? Cut it out. I still cannot fathom that people have opinions about other people's birth experience. Do I want to give birth in a pool with no medication? No, I don't. Do I feel the need to criticize someone that does? Absolutely not. Did I have to have a C-section? No, I have not. Have I been induced 4 times? Yes, I have. Do some people have a strong opinion about being induced? Yes. You know where they should keep that? To themselves. I had a fairly positive birth experience all 4 times, and I'm extremely grateful for that. Again, that's mine. Whether you give birth out the front or the bottom, you gave birth. No matter what happens on your birth experience, I hope that your health and safety is prioritized, and I hope that baby arrives safely and healthy. Stop asking people, by the way, if they wish their birth experience went differently. Because I guarantee you that a human being exiting their body, I'm sure there's some things that we probably would have liked to have done differently. Next scroll. It's summertime, and if you also live with a human furnace, this is probably something that will hit home for you as much as it did for me. Queen Emma, the clip, please. It says his version of a good night's sleep, and she is completely wrapped up in his body. Oh, no. Her version of a good night's sleep is him with just a toe touching him, and then she reaches out a finger and touches him. Here's the deal. I want to know that he's there. But unless it is below 60 degrees, if he were wrapped around me like that, I'd be a pool of sweat. I'd be like that good 2 weeks postpartum, 2:30 a.m., wake up in a pool of sweat. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, let's say it's 90 degrees and you have 3 down comforters on top of you. That's what that feels like. I love a cuddle. I do. I love a cuddle. One of my love languages is definitely physical touch. I want to know that you're there. But my husband runs so hot. Oh my God, he runs so hot. I will tell you, there was once upon a time my husband and I were doing an interview together, and I was pregnant with Wyatt. So it was in August, I believe. So I was 7 months pregnant, maybe 8 months pregnant with Wyatt. And because it was a recorded interview, they had to turn off the air conditioning. It was 95 degrees that day, and they kept asking me to scoot closer to my husband on the couch. Needless to say, you will not find that footage anywhere because they couldn't use it. My upper lip sweat was so bad. So yeah, no, I feel this deeply in my soul. My husband is hot 2 ways. He's hot in temperature and he's hot to look at. So How about that? And last scroll, Queen Emma didn't even write a tease because she wants me to give my most authentic reaction. That kind of scares me. Hit it, I think. Oh no, point of view. Women's urinals are the best thing since sliced bread. Okay, let's see how this works. For anyone who's an audio listener, I'm gonna need you to lock in and look this up because what? Let's lock in here and see what the comments were on this. The first comment says, I don't like the lack of privacy, but other than that, I hate it. Someone else said, everyone has made great points. I agree. And just to add, what if it's raining? What? Someone else said, I would rather piss behind a tree. I'm going to tell you right now, if my options are this or pee my pants, I'm going to channel my previously pregnant lady. I'm probably peeing my pants. I mean, I'm with the commenter who said I'd rather pee on behind a tree. Because here's the thing. In college, we kind of mastered the art of the bumper pee, which is when you hold on to the bumper of a car to lean back and get the proper angle to not pee on your shoes. Okay? I don't know what's happening in that female urinal. Are we squatting? What's happening? You stand and you pee. So we're making eye contact with people while we're peeing on our shoes. That's what you're telling me? Can someone give me a yes? A yes. Yes. So we're standing, we're making eye contact with other people, and we're peeing on our shoes. Immediately no. But why no door? I don't think I'm as annoyed about the doors as I am that you're making eye contact with other people. And here's the problem I have with that. As a tall woman, when I go into a bathroom with short doored stalls, I'm already annoyed. When I am still ass out and I stand up to pull my pants up, my ass is still out. My ass is out. And I can make eye contact with someone who's washing their hands at the sink. That is a bonding experience that I don't enjoy. Okay, everybody knows a women's bathroom is where you make some of the best friends, the fastest friends you'll ever make, okay, in a women's bathroom. Everybody knows that. But I don't want to make eye contact with you while my ass is out. The only positive here is that you are not locked in a plastic Tupperware with the smell of a porta potty. Okay? There's that. That's it for Doom Scroll of the Week, brought to you by Pullups. Let's keep it moving with a little Places Kylie Has Some Business Being, brought to you by Dove. Places Kylie Has Some Business Being. That's right. This past week, I can admit I have some business being at a Longstreth Field Hockey Clinic in Ocean City, New Jersey. For those of you who don't know, Longstreth is one of the best women's sports stores, specifically now for field hockey. But when I was growing up, they covered most women's sports. You could go there, pick up any equipment. And I did. I literally went there for all of my field hockey sticks growing up. But they held a clinic that they were nice enough to invite me to. And I went and got to hang out with some outstanding athletes, some athletes that I've seen at other clinics. These are the types of events that I absolutely love doing because I get to be out there with kids who are learning the sport that I love, that gave me a lot, that taught me endless lessons both on and off the field. And it's important to grow the game because the more competition that we have, the more kids that are playing field hockey means the more competition we have, which means we're only going to get better, which means that our national teams are only going to get better because the pool is going to be increasing their skill. And that means that on a world stage, we're going to be out here whooping some ass. And speaking of field hockey clinics, Queen Emma tells me there's a real one out there on TikTok who wants to put on another clinic with me. Let's see it.
First things first, hi, I'm Tori. I'm a
Hi,
teacher
Tori.
in Delaware County. But more importantly, I'm also a field hockey coach and lacrosse coach. And even more importantly, I have been doing the Eagles Autism Challenge for 6 years.
Smart
and this
lady.
year I was one of 4 schools that helped raise over $10,000 for the Eagles Autism Foundation. Kylie, I am proposing to you to do a field hockey clinic together. And what better way to fundraise than doing what we love, and it's supporting field hockey and women's sports and getting young girls out on the field, just like creating an inclusive environment
Easy.
like the Eagles Autism Foundation does.
This is a very easy yes. This is a very simple yes. I have field hockey season starting up in a couple weeks here, so we might be a little delayed and it might not happen immediately, but Tori, let's get this done. I absolutely love the fact that you are not only in Delaware County, but teaching. Well done. Thank you for all the work that you do. And on top of that, coaching. Girl, you are meant to lead. So yes, I always say I haven't had a fall without field hockey since I was in 7th grade, either playing or coaching. This year will be my 9th consecutive year coaching and my 11th overall at the school that I'm at. It is something that I am so grateful to still get the opportunity to do. And I never know how much longer I'm going to be able to do it. So I really try my very best to soak in these moments. One of the cool things about coaching is it also has led me to my relationship with Dove. I am a proud Dove partner. I absolutely love their movement. Their body confidence sport program is very, very important. It helps coaches, mentors, parents, and even athletes determine how best they can talk about their body and how it relates to sports. I firmly believe that my relationship with my body stems from my athletic experience. I could not have played field hockey the way I did without my thick thighs and my fat ass. Am I allowed to say that? Okay, great. I was stronger for my legs. My height helped me because I had reach on the field that people weren't expecting, and it was harder to get around me. So it's things like that where, as a high school girl who's taller than a lot of people I went to school with, especially coming into high school as a 5'10" freshman, I was taller than I would estimate 90% of my grade. Then that included the boys. So it was a humbling experience, and it was a little bit of awkward baby giraffe. And I didn't waver from the fact that my height was an asset on the field. And that helped me think more positively about it. So it's things like that that make the body confident sport program even more special to me. And I hope that girls who are in sports stay in sports because they have the confidence to do so. And the coaches and mentors around them have the opportunity to help them on that journey. Your Dove purchase helps keep girls in sports, and you can learn more about Body Confident Sport Program and how to keep girls confident at dove.com. That's it for Places Kylie Has Some Business, being brought to you by Dove. Juno Temple is coming up soon, but first we've got a couple more burning Ask Me Some Things questions brought to you by DoorDash. Yeah, Queen Emma said rapid fire. Good luck. I'm going to try my best. Maybe today's the day. Who knows? First question. Will you help paint Jason blue for the other podcast? No, I will not. How about that for rapid fire? No, I won't. I don't know who's ordering the paint. I'm assuming it's intern Brandon. I don't know these things. Am I going to laugh when I see it? Yes. If I'm not around to see it, I'm going to be pissed. That's what I do know. Next, another real one asking me for advice, which you guys know can be dicey because I'm not that great at it. I've never had a boyfriend, and I feel so far behind everyone my age. They're 24. Will it get easier? Here's the deal, Haley. First of all, 24, you are a spring chicken. That is young. That is young. And I'm going to tell you what. I don't think you're behind. I think that you are being picky appropriately. I think that you should do it when it, now it sounds like I'm giving you advice on losing your V card. I think you should get into a relationship when it feels right. Don't compare yourselves to others because I'm not going to share personal experiences here, but I certainly didn't date in high school. When did I go on a date? Maybe after high school? Earliest 18. I think 18. Maybe? I don't know. Because you know why, Haley? It's not important. I don't know the details of when I started dating because it actually doesn't matter. Now I'm married with 4 kids to an incredible man, and I took my time finding him. Look at us go. And lastly, this is some of the unhinged shit I'm talking about. This is why we have to have boundaries. Can I have Kylie's permission to make a page of Jason in my Smash book, like respectfully? No. The fuck kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? Respectfully, absolutely not. How about that? That's mine. And to the people who keep tagging me in the TikToks of the little seagull button that goes mine. I see you, and hell yeah. That's it for Ask Me Some Things, brought to you by DoorDash. Coming up, I'll be joined by Juno Temple. Isn't that silly? It's silly, but she's here, so let's go get silly. Right after these messages from me. Being a person is tough enough these days, let alone being a parent. That's why I use DoorDash, because when life gets crazy, DoorDash helps bring some order to it. Like this past week when I needed diapers, because sometimes just slips your mind. DoorDash helped out big time with that one. Real life needs real relief. That's why DoorDash is there for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Life with kids is wildly unpredictable, no matter how much parents try to plan or just forget. There's always going to be chaos. Being able to offload a few to-dos and give a little more time to focus on yourself and your family is huge. We all know life gets crazy. DoorDash just helps bring a little order to it. Order now. As a mom of 4 girls and a field hockey coach, I know how important it is not only for girls to play sports, but for them to thrive in them. Dove research shows that 1 in 2 girls quit sports by the age of 14 because of body shaming. And that's ridiculous, because sports, in my experience, was a way to appreciate my body, and I'm hoping that girls can find that as well. But Dove is using their global influence to help girls stay in sports with confidence. They're on a mission to shift focus onto the joy and confidence that keeps them in the game while working to combat the increasing self-esteem pressures they face. Dove is championing girls' confidence and reminding the world that while body shaming can push girls out of sport, joy keeps them in the game. And they're backing this message through the Body Confident Sport Program. The Body Confident Sport Program is the first ever evidence-based tool proven to build body confidence in girls ages 11 to 17, empowering coaches, caregivers, and mentors to help girls stay in the game. Your Dove purchase keeps girls in sports. Learn more about the Body Confident Sport Program and how to keep girls confident at Dove.com. Dove, keep her confident. As a mom of 4 kids, 6 and under, I've been deep in the potty training trenches, but luckily, I've actually learned a thing or two over the years. Like, move quickly when I hear, I'm all done pooping. And it's also crazy that all 3 that have potty trained now have all said it in the same cadence. What's up with that? Or, like when Ellie looked in the toilet and said, I make turtle. And I've also learned my go-to when my daughters gotta go is Pullups training pants, because they give you peace of mind. Yeah, I've used Pullups training pants for all of my kids. And now Pullups has another reason I will always be a fan. They just introduced a new learning layer, and I'm all about this. It's designed to help kids learn the difference between feeling wet and dry, because that is an absolute game changer. When they feel wet, they don't want to do that anymore. And then they start telling you, clear as day, I need to go to the potty. Plus, it's progress without the stress of the mess. It gives my tiny humans big kid confidence, while I get the peace of mind of up to 100% leak-free protection. You can buy the new Pullups with Learning Layer now, designed to help kids learn wet from dry. She's given us 3 incredible seasons as the iconic Keeley Jones in one of my favorite shows, Ted Lasso, and now she and the whole team are back for season 4. The first episode is streaming now on Apple TV. It's seriously... Guys, I'm so excited for this. You also know her from Fargo, The Offer, Maleficent, and Venom 3. And now she's officially not going to lie. Juno Temple, welcome to the show. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to chat with you.
Me too.
This is so awesome. First of all, congratulations on season 4 of Ted Lasso.
Thank you. What a crazy thing. It's
This
so cool.
this is so exciting. It's been over 3 years since the show ended, which or so we thought, which is why I am currently in the process, I told you earlier, of rewatching all 3 seasons. I have two episodes left of season 3, and I am so, it's just been the most excellent build to getting to watch the season premiere of season 4. But I will say, Jason Sudeikis went on what we called the other podcast on this show, hosted by my husband and my brother-in-law, and announced that you guys were coming back. I'm very competitive, so if there was any announcements that you felt the need to drop right now, you feel free. I'm all ears. You got anything going on?
Well,
besides season 4 of Ted Lasso.
Oh, for me personally, I was really like,
no,
my God, I'll be
for you
crucified if I
personally,
give away.
tell me. Anything?
I guess, I just wrapped a new show for Apple and A24 in the UK called The Husbands, which is going to be exciting. I'm now a married woman. I've been married officially for a year, which
congrats.
is exciting. Yeah. We met on Ted Lasso, actually, on season 2. He was my driver.
I love it so much.
Sexy, yeah. And what else? I'm starting a little movie next week in LA, so it feels like a busy but fruitful, thoughtful, kind of exciting moment. And I just hope I don't disappoint anybody. You know, well,
I don't know that that's possible.
Yeah, it is. I think we can all do that. But it's
Which cast member did you miss the most, and why was it definitely Hannah Waddingham?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, I think because she's somebody. I think you hope that you're going to make real friendships on jobs. You hope you're going to take them away, and especially for me, my female friendships, my girlfriends are. I mean, genuinely the most important things in my life. And they are the constant of keeping me happy to be alive, And I think Hannah is, I would include her in my friendship group like that. She's somebody that's become so important in my life, teaches me a lot, but has also, rightly so, become very busy. So being able to see her in person didn't happen as often because life takes you to amazing places. So actually knowing that we were going to be on set and she and I were going to be in the same, not like phone call space, but actually in real time be able to hug and kiss and smell and all that stuff. I was really excited about that.
Your character and Hannah's character are one of the most beautiful on-screen relationships, but then also off-screen.
Yeah.
It makes me feel so satisfied watching you guys as friends on screen and knowing that it spills into off-screen relationship.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It is. And she's somebody that like within each season, within each day at moments throughout this incredible roller coaster of a Ted Lasso ride inspires me because she's so many things that you wouldn't expect. And she constantly brings something new to my attention and it makes me excited to keep growing up.
That's so incredible.
Yeah, she's an amazing woman.
Women, we should be celebrated more, and more importantly, should be celebrated by women.
Yeah, I agree. I think we are such an extraordinary force, and I think that noticing little things that we do on a daily basis and being able to tell the woman that you clock that with how special or brilliant or beautiful or are you okay or what's going on shouldn't be alien. It should be something that we're encouraged to do and shouldn't be something that like, sorry, what? Even if you don't know somebody, yes. I think you can, it can make your day when somebody at a coffee shop says, oh my God, I love your shoes or something. And you just bought them and they were like a big expense that you didn't know if you should do. And then you're like, yeah, I'm glad I bought them. Thank you.
So validating.
And I think just sharing little golden nuggets with each other in this day and age is important.
That's so beautiful. I love that so much. My oldest, who's 6, was in the ocean yesterday, and she came back and she said, there was a little girl. She was older than me because she was taller than me. I said, okay, sure. She said, she was older than me. And she said, I like your bathing suit. And I said, did that make you feel good? And she said, it made me feel really happy. And I said, that's why we talk about a lot. If you have a nice thought, you should share it.
Always.
And so my second daughter was in the bathroom once, and a woman with blue hair went up to the sink to wash her hands, and you would have thought she lit the world on fire. My daughter looked up at her and was like, I love her hair. And I was like, those are the moments where it's like, you are an incredible example to kids that are like happy to see someone who's different and whose hair looks beautiful and cool. It's like things like that where I'm just like that you don't know what that did for that person that day.
Totally.
Oh, the best. But I do know what it did for my daughter in the ocean, and she was thrilled about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I will say, like Hannah, I am also 5'11". So I don't want to assume, but I will think that you are a decent amount shorter.
Oh, I'm clavicle height. I'm a good boob height with her. Oof. And that's not a bad thing, I'm going to tell you.
Great chest to be boob height with.
Oh boy, it's a soft place to lay your head.
Now, we do a lot of hyping up tall girls around here because, you know, the call's coming from inside the house. But I would like to know, what is the best part of being what I like to call fun-sized?
I feel quite good looking up to people. I like to be able to look up at people's glory. And I think I feel really safe when I'm hugged.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, I do. I also wear a lot of high heels. I even put lifts in my platform mugs. So.
Do you really?
Oh yeah. I wish my legs were about 3 inches longer than they are, but we all want things we don't have.
I will say the same thing I tell when people say, oh, I wish I were your height. I always say, you can always wear heels and be my height, but I can't chop off my feet and be your height.
Yeah, but you don't need to be my height. You can wear heels and you can see the world from a completely different perspective, which I think is something, don't ever forget how precious that is.
Oh, I know. I've had a lot of positive talk because my girls, I'm like, look at how tall you are. This is amazing.
Yeah. Hannah has a daughter who I've known now for half her life. And I'm not going to lie, I think she's just turned 12. And when I first met her, she was quite a lot littler than me. Oh, I look up to that beauty now. Yes. And I'm so, like, she's so gorgeous, these incredibly long limbs. And I just am so excited for her to be able to, you know, dance in the world. I think owning being tall is something that, oh, come on, it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a powerful thing. And who looks better in Christian Louboutins than Hannah Waddingham? Oh, my God.
I will say, I just had to tell my daughter, my 6-year-old, I was like, you are tall in the best time. And she was like, you had me at the perfect time. I was like, no, I seriously did, because there are so many tall options now. Yeah. Like tall and then very tall. Like there are brands who will literally fit women up to like 6'7" comfortably.
Totally.
And appropriately. And I'm like, you are tall in the best time.
And I normally have to have everything taken up with her, even in my high heels.
Yes.
And I think this year with Hannah because she's always in her high heels as Rebecca, but I wore the highest heels I've ever worn in my life, and they were incredibly comfy and very cool, but they were 8 inches. And in her high heels, I was still shorter than her.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Now, back to season 4. I think most people know by now that Ted is back.
Yeah.
And this time he's coaching a women's team.
Yeah.
How incredible is that?
It's the coolest thing ever. And honestly, I think, because I hadn't seen anything until last week when we had the premiere in LA, and I saw the first 2 episodes. And each one of the new cast members that we have had packed such an incredible entrance into the Ted Lasso world. I was so proud to be part of it with them. And I had this amazing experience at that premiere where it was a lot of people. It could seat 1,000 people. And at the end of episode 2, all different types of people in that space, you know, all different walks of life, all different colors, all different pronouns, all different beliefs, all these. And it didn't matter. For a few minutes as the credits rolled, it was filled with this joint positivity. And I was like, wow, that is such an amazing thing to be a part of. And especially in that space where it was also introducing this new team and these new beautiful, brilliant actors, actresses, and faces that are just going to become another sort of level of friends in our living rooms, you know? And each one of them has such a great, impactful moment in the second episode. And there will be more introductions as we go on. But I felt really, really proud. And I guess maybe because also season 3, the ending for me is I present Hannah or Rebecca with the idea of the women's team. So seeing that come to life with these incredible new castmates is just, I'm really proud of them.
Naturally, whenever women are doing anything impressive, there's always going to be pieces of shits in the comments. Let's just say it for what it is. And I know there's been some since the women team story was announced.
I'm sure. I haven't read any of that. I'm really bad online. Sorry.
That's actually amazing. Good. I was going to give you an opportunity. We love to say the phrase around here, suck my ass.
Suck my ass about that.
You can suck my ass.
Suck my ass, because also, just you wait is all I'm going to say.
I feel very strongly about, I also do not read comments online, but occasionally people encourage you to say, suck my ass.
Yeah.
So to the people who were not enthusiastic about the fact that not only are we getting a season 4, but that it is women focused with a women's team.
Suck my ass.
Yep. You get it. Now I'm a little more familiar with American football.
Yep.
Was there anyone on set that tried to convince you to maybe cheer for the Chiefs?
I wonder who, maybe.
Weird.
No.
No.
Do I remember someone talking about that? Yeah, I think, yeah.
Did he try? He tried to
he talked about it very much so.
I mean, you guys went to Kansas City.
We went to Kansas City, which was, again, we got taken to Kansas City by a real Kansas Citian.
Yes.
And somebody that you really see how much of a part of him it still is.
Mm-hmm.
And you see where a lot of Ted Lasso has come from when you go there. You know, there's the mentality there that is that isn't made up. You feel that in that area. And I think also seeing how much it still means to Jason to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, when we went to the World Cup game, it was at the Chiefs Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So that was also talked about when we were there. But I haven't been to a Chiefs game yet. So maybe he needs to do that to convince us.
That feels right.
Yeah.
That feels only right. And if perhaps the Chiefs don't tickle your fancy, you know, the Eagles.
Sure.
Philadelphia Eagles are
a
great choice.
Second option?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Just consider it.
Yeah, I will. It's brewing.
Don't tell Jason I said that.
I won't.
Okay,
Nobody will know.
Thank you so much. Have you ever been to Philly?
No, I haven't actually.
I was hoping you would say that. I was hoping you would say that because I think that bodes well for us and convincing you that we're a good time.
But I think good times are found anywhere. It's the people you're with.
Perfect. We're great people.
I bet. No? Or
don't
yes
ask
no?
around. Ask a Philadelphian, but don't ask around.
Okay. Do you think I would enjoy it there?
I think you would love it.
I think
most people would love it. I especially think most people would love it who feel like kind people.
Yeah.
I've recently seen something that says that East Coasters we're not nice, but we're kind.
Interesting.
Whatever.
What does that mean?
It means that like we're not necessarily going to do like the pleasantries of West Coast where it's like
small talk.
Yes.
Okay.
But we will help you like find a car jack, change it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Change your tire.
I also
all
respect
that
that.
stuff.
I respect that. So you're not into fake niceness, kind of.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah. But does that mean you're not into saying like hi to a stranger on the street?
No, we'll say hello.
Kind of.
Sometimes.
Okay.
I will say one of my dear friends who is from the Chicago area, I was once walking with her and she said, hello there. And I'm not joking. It like I was like,
you were taken aback.
Did you just say that to that person? Did you just say hello there? I was like, what? Hello there. What? In Philly, we would say, go birds. Easy.
That's a morning greeting?
Go birds.
Go birds.
Literally anywhere.
I've now got the ticket into Philly. Now I can go there.
I'm not kidding.
I'll be welcomed in.
I'm not kidding. You can go into any crowded space in Philadelphia. If you say go birds, you will get a cheer.
Okay.
And if you just start an Eagles chant, like if you just start spelling Eagles, E-A-G-L-E-S.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm not going to lie. I would be panicked that I would spell it wrong. I couldn't spell spinach.
Don't worry.
Morning.
The mayor spelled it wrong.
I just learned it's spelled with a C-H. Oh, the mayor did. Okay,
the
that's
mayor
fine.
spelled it wrong. It's fine. On a public stage. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm quite dyslexic.
We forgive her.
I'm a really bad speller, like atrociously bad.
Then Philly might be the place for you.
It sounds like it's my people.
this could work. The last thing on Ted Lasso for now, everyone wants to know what's going to happen with Keeley and Roy Kent. Specifically me. I want to know what's going to happen.
I mean, obviously it feels like they still have a vibe, right?
Yes.
But who knows if it's their time or not.
That's not what I was looking for. I really want that.
Damn it!
I'm going to tell you, I was
Are
quoted.
You rooting for them?
I am because I was quoted before you came in by saying if they don't get together, I'm flipping a table.
Okay.
I feel very strongly that they are delightful together, that they encourage the best parts of each other.
I agree. But timing is everything.
It is. And it wasn't right the first time.
No, for many different reasons. And it's meant that I think
They've both grown.
even bigger people in their
So
own
much.
casing, right?
Yes.
And more understanding to what the other one may actually need.
Yes.
And how to be the best version of themselves for each other, as well as championing each other.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see how the season goes.
Fuck. Damn it. Okay. All right. We'll see.
We'll see.
Did Juno, do you want them to end up together?
I believe in them as a pairing, yeah.
Thank you so much
I
for
do.
saying
I
that.
do
Okay,
believe
that
in
makes
them
me
as a
feel
pair.
better about my thoughts and
Yeah.
feelings.
No, I do believe in them very much so.
Okay.
And I feel like yeah, I do, of course I believe in them. But
Okay.
who knows? We'll see. We'll see where the season goes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There may be more seasons too. You never know.
I would love that.
Maybe.
Wouldn't it be nice if they got together in this season and they were just together for the rest of the seasons? That would be so beautiful. Just a thought, guys. Just consider it. Take it to the people that you need to take it to. Please, dear God. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. Now, switching gears a little bit, I did read that your parents were initially disappointed when you told them you were getting into acting.
They were more not. It was the more like I think fearful. Like fuck.
Sure.
Oh, you're going to be told you're too short, you're too this, your hair's too curly, you're too da da. And I have heard those things. Don't get me wrong, but I think they were worried from a parental standpoint of being people that work behind the camera, of sometimes the kind of the way you can feel in front of the camera of not being good enough in certain ways.
Yes.
And their daughter, of course, they were worried that was going to be
It was
an
more of a
absolute-
protection.
for sure.
Now, it wasn't necessarily a surprise to your parents, though, right? I did see
No.
you speak about how this is something that has been on the horizon for you forever.
It's quite hard to find pictures of me where I'm not dressed up as a character as a little girl. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, I have asked before to a few of our guests on the show. I have 4 daughters.
Yeah.
Odds are
There may be an actress in
there
there.
might be.
Yeah.
What would you say?
To encourage them to want it from their heart.
To make sure that I think you always want to encourage as a parent, I think. This is my first time around, so I'm still figuring it out.
First time around, but 4 times.
Yeah, but still have no idea what I'm doing. Don't tell them.
I won't.
They
Of course I
smell
won't.
fear.
Oh.
I of course want to encourage them. I always want to be grounding and realistic and rational, but of course want to like encourage dreams. So if any of them were to say to me, that's what I want to do, what do you think would be the best thing to say back to foster that?
I would definitely say that, okay, let's do this. It's not going to be easy. There are a lot of people that want to do this. So, and the key to it, I think, is keep asking questions. Don't assume you know the answers ever. And that it's also okay to read a character and say, you know what? This is an amazing opportunity, but this one isn't right. I know I'm not right for it, even if it would be incredible exposure and all of that stuff. I think there are some things that you can inhabit, and there are some things that will look like you're pretending, and there's a difference. And there will be another actress out there that will really inhabit that role, and there is space for all of us. I know it's important to be competitive in this industry, but I've also found it is really important to support your female friends and remember that comes first, because you will be right for some things and you won't be right for others, but it doesn't mean you're not good enough.
Yes.
Is a big part of it too.
That's incredible. The place you call home is important to you. So it's important to Allstate, because home is where you make all your memories. Like when putting the girls to bed magically turns into a full-blown concert of sea shanties sung by my husband. That's something you'll never forget. If it's important to you, it's important to Allstate. Switch to Allstate and you could save hundreds on home insurance today. Not available in every state. Potential savings vary. Subject to terms and qualifications. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois. Real ones know that I have had the same makeup routine for a very long time. Truly. I am pretty sure that I started wearing Bare Minerals either in high school or right after high school, and I have not stopped. This is what's on my face right now. I love it. I'm not a dewy girly. I'm not. I like the matte. I have worn light beige every season which is probably incorrect, but I like her because it just blurs things, okay? And that's all I want. I want my skin to look like skin, and I just want a slight blur. So when life is chaotic and I got to get 3 kids to school, run errands, attend events, go for an occasional date night, and also tape a podcast, I go with the product I never have to second guess. Their original loose powder foundation is talc-free foundation that provides all-day coverage with naturally luminous finish. It's a vegan formula that minimizes the look of pores and imperfections, promoting clearer, healthier looking skin over time. That's right. That's the blurring I was talking about. And one of the best parts is it won't clog pores, cause breakouts, or settle into fine lines. And now you can use code NGL for 20% off. Apply to checkout at bareminerals.com. Bare Minerals, mineral powered, life approved. The real ones know that I love my Oura Ring and wear it literally every day because when life gets crazy, I know Oura Ring keeps track of my health metrics so I don't have to because I truly don't know how many times I wake up each night. I couldn't tell you, but you know who can? My Oura Ring. I also love that it encourages me to move my legs. It literally says, time to stretch the legs a little bit. And you're right. Sometimes I do need to stretch my legs a little bit. Thank you for saying that. What a supportive queen. Oura Ring 5 is the world's smallest smart ring, 40% smaller than the previous generation and more powerful than ever. Ultra thin and subtle, it's designed to become a seamless extension of your personal style and your most capable health tool yet. And it helps me with tangible outcomes, better sleep, enhanced recovery, and greater stress resilience. It truly does remind me to take a break. Sometimes I wake up and my readiness score is so low that it actually says in the app, hey, maybe you should take a break today. I don't need anything else. Plus, it has up to 1 week of battery life. Charge once a week and never miss a night of data, which is perfect for me. Look at it. Look at it. She's cute. Learn more about the world's smallest smart ring and discover how Oura can help you better understand your health at auraring.com. So we talk a lot about motherhood on the podcast, but we haven't talked a lot about what it's like to play a mom on screen.
Yeah.
And you've done this a few times and got nominated for an Emmy when you did it in Fargo.
Yeah.
First of all, do you enjoy getting to play mom characters?
I love it. And I still text with Sienna, the girl who played my daughter in that. She was so magical. And I had moments where she really floored me in scenes with just looking at me with so much truth. And I got really close with her. It was interesting towards the end of that show when I started filming sequences where I was trapped at that ranch with my monster and how much I missed David, who played my husband, and Sienna, who played my daughter. I was like, became like a safe word for me. And also, I think I just think that young women have so much honesty when they look at you sometimes if you are open to being honest back. And the gift of working with her was really, really special. And I think she made me better at my job, to be honest. And I'm really proud of what we did together because I really think it was Dot's heart, wasn't it? And I do find it hard to not get on with kids. I find them so unbelievably joyous to be around. Even if you're grumpy as hell, it's like you somehow can't be. And I'm not a mother yet personally, but I have 3 delightful godsons. And I think the joy of being asked to be a part of their life by my best girlfriends in that way is something that, again, I don't take that lightly. I think that's a real privilege to be asked to do that. But the amount of love that they bring me just when they start to remember who you are and things like that, and the recognition of understanding that you're a person that they feel safe with, and then the amount of fun that comes out of that. And I think also, the thing with kids that they remind you to be in touch with your imagination. Oh, yeah. Which is a huge part of being an actor. Being able to imagine yourself in those scenarios that you're in. I don't think it's pretending. I think you have to imagine yourself in that situation. And the best educator for that is any child in your life.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's a gift.
That's so awesome. Now, one of the things in Fargo, while you were playing the character Dot, you had to have a Minnesotan accent.
I did have to have that. Yeah.
Now, you nailed it.
For the show, if you're going to ask me to do it now, it would probably be funky.
I'm not going to because I won't put you on the spot like that.
No,
but what I will
Barb's large apartment is one of my check-in words. Yeah, Barb's large apartment.
That's incredible. I will tell you, I've been to Minnesota one time, and when I heard people speak, I was like, oh my gosh, it wasn't
wasn't
no one was
heightened.
kidding.
It was real. Yeah. My best friend, she's called Emily, and her son is one of my godchildren. And she grew up in Minnesota, and her family is still based from Minnesota. So that, getting past that, I was like, if I get the tick of approval from them, I'm done. And I remember when I first called her testing out the accent, and I left her a voice note, and she sent me a very like kind but also honest message back, being like, and then the piece of advice she said is try doing it with grapes in your mouth. And I remember the first time trying it and a little grape flew out, and I was like, oh wow, too many grapes. It took me a minute. I was also finishing up season 3 of Ted Lasso. I had like a 3-day period of transitioning from one to the other. And so the birth of Dot in this little apartment, Juno's large apartment, it wasn't large, and the kind of figuring out that accent. Then I decided to stay in it for the whole duration of the shoot. But my first place of testing it out was the airport, without really thinking that I have a passport so they know where I'm from. So it was a really weird accent to be checking in through security. They're like, whoa, what's happening?
Now, one of the important questions surrounding accents I have for you is, have you ever tried a Philly accent?
No. Is that like Boston?
No. I think we're special. I feel like Boston might be easier. I think Boston might be easier.
And I did not stray from the script.
No?
No, that made me nervous. So can you give me a Philly?
I think the easiest word to do in a Philly accent is water.
And that's water?
Yes.
Water.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of
the vowels.
like,
tell me about the vowels.
I wouldn't even know how to describe it. Because I grew up in it. So like if I was going to call someone on the phone, it's a phone.
There's a bit of a Canadian thing there.
It's aggressive. And I don't realize I'm doing it. The word that I always...
You moved it to the front of your mouth. This is what's really interesting about accents. No, sorry. I interrupted you.
No, please, tell me. No.
It is. So if you think about where you hold it, like as an English person, I hold all the words are coming right in the front of my mouth. If I go into a standard American accent, I move it to the back of my throat. It's like way further back. It's kind of a California version of a standard American, but it's way different. Then if you go into a Southern accent dances around the mouth in a way where it's more English vibes, right?
Uh-huh.
And so you're playing with where your tongue is set in your mouth, and the whole thing kind of, yeah. And I mean, those are two that I can do a slightly quick shift into. But you did the Philly was way more which is the same with Minnesota. Does it get very cold in Philadelphia?
Coldish.
In the winter, because that with Minnesota, the Fargo accent comes from being so fucking cold there that they don't move their mouth so much. It keeps themselves really cold. They try and reserve all their energy, you know?
Ours might just be a laziness.
Okay. Well,
don't tell them I said that. I'm so bad at describing it because it's the way I've spoken my whole life. So like my husband being in an NFL locker room, I've been around people from my area my whole life.
Yeah.
I went to college 25 minutes from the house I grew up in. And so being around my husband's teammates was one of the first times I've ever been called out for having an accent.
Right.
And it's when I get mad or I get into like fast-paced talking, and the word that always gets me to get other people to call me out is asshole. Because it's not asshole, it's asshole.
Yeah, which is quite different.
It's very different to other people. It sounds normal to me.
But it's definitely leaning into the kind of like unpredictable pronunciation of certain words.
Oh,
right?
It's chaos.
Yeah.
It's sheer chaos. It's a lot of like phone is a lot of ones. That's one where people get it. You go to the Wawa to get a hoagie.
Wow. Yeah, this is really different.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you pronounce the interesting like that too.
Yep. I can't help it.
So if I ever play a Philadelphian, I know the family I need to get the approval from.
You just come right in.
Fucking hell.
And Big Ed will tell you.
I have big approval. Oh, right.
Big Ed will tell you. The best part is about Philly is that everyone will tell you.
Yeah.
Whether or not you got it
maybe
right.
I'll get to do it one day. That would be cool.
That would be very cool.
Yeah.
That would be exciting because no one will love you like Philly will. Like Philly, people who love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Task is doing it right. The show Task is doing it right now. They did a great job. Mayor of Easttown did it.
Yes. Oh my God, yes, of course. Yeah,
Yes.
that was good accents. Yeah.
But it's
not an easy one.
as long as you come in and you
Come
just
over
want
for
to
lunch and awkwardly be like waiting for somebody to bring it up.
Yeah, bring up. I hope someone brings up Wawa. Yep. That's it. You're just sitting there like, somebody say Wawa. Oh, we're going to Wawa to get a hoagie.
What is Wawa? Is it?
It's like people like to say that it's a glorified gas station. It is not. It is it's a convenience restaurant.
So you can get a plethora of things there?
Hoagie, which is a sub.
Sandwich
a sub,
thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can get mac and cheese, some hot food.
I love a mac and cheese.
It's very good
But
mac
do
and
they do
cheese.
gluten-free? Because my tummy is not great with gluten.
They do not have gluten-free mac and cheese,
so they need
but
to maybe think about some of the options as gluten-free.
we'll put in a plea.
Please.
Now, I've also heard that you're big into Halloween and horror movies.
I'm a sucker for them.
How are you feeling about ghosts? Are you in on them? Out
For
on
real?
them?
Oh, I grew up in a almost 750-year-old farmhouse in the UK. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you're in on ghosts.
Oh,
Got it. Perfect. Have you ever seen a ghost?
No, I haven't, but I've had an experience where if I felt one. I think it's about a soul, isn't it? And every
Yes.
human soul, whatever has happened to it on earth, I feel like I
It
really believe
lingers.
in the human soul. It lingers, or it goes off and explores the next gorgeous adventure.
It's beautiful
Yeah.
and curious.
Yeah?
It keeps you
believe?
very... I do.
In ghosts? Have you seen?
I do. I have not.
Okay.
I would like to say that I don't necessarily want to,
Okay.
but our oldest is very afraid of them.
Really?
Yes. And
Why?
I don't know, to be honest, but I remind her all the time. I say like, well, we haven't invited anyone in.
Yeah.
And last week she was like, do you say that because you think they're real? Because everybody else has gone to
They're
the
not.
place of they're not even real. And I'm like, I can't lie to her
Yeah,
that
don't.
hard. So I'm just going to let it ride with, we didn't invite them in.
Yeah. And also, I think the idea of it being something to immediately be afraid of, it feels like until it presents itself as something to be afraid of,
Oh, for sure.
we create a fear of the complete unknown, which
Yes.
is, I mean, that feels like the human way, right?
Right.
But actually, what a great adventure it will be to go and explore what happens after we die and all
Yes.
these kind of things. It's just something that I love that we don't know about yet.
Well, I'm still not entirely certain that our 3-year-old did not have a past life that she still is
you go.
referencing while
That's
she's
crazy
here.
shit.
I will say it has not been as obvious as some of the other ones where like
Some
people's
things, it's wild.
kids are out here fucking talking about how they like
Yeah.
it was a plane crash and then the parents are looking up the plane.
And it's crazy. Yeah.
Bananas.
Yeah. Some of that stuff.
We
is
have not
incorrect.
experienced that, thank God, because I think that would freak me out. That
Really?
would freak me out a little bit.
Okay.
But she is like larger than life
Aware
and
of
very
things.
very
Mhm.
at 3 years old, like
Yeah.
freshly 3 years old. Anybody who meets her is like, what's going on with her?
Mm-hmm.
In the most delightful way.
So does she get affected by just being out in the world and sometimes find things to be, sometimes you can feel a lot of good energy and then sometimes you can feel things that it feels a little overwhelming?
She is, it's funny because when she's in the house or with people she knows, she is like the most like just enjoying life.
Mhm.
And then she gets out in public. It's almost as if she's like studying
Mhm.
everybody around her.
Is she going to be the actress?
Honestly, truly, I think if anyone had to place bets, it would be on Benny.
Okay, yeah.
She's been wearing a string of pearls for the last month.
Okay.
She will not take them off. Like they live on her.
Yeah.
It's
She
outstanding.
I hope I get to meet her one day. She
She's-
sounds like my kind of people.
She's a delight.
Yeah.
I cannot thank you enough for coming and chatting. First of all. Second, I want to say thank you because I always try to make sure that I thank the people that I get to speak to. The way that you are speaking about relationships with women, oh gosh, you're going to get me, is beautiful and it's incredible. And you are setting an example for the other little girls coming up and it's amazing.
I'm so proud to be a part of Ted Lasso in itself, but I think it's going to be one of the greatest prides of my life that I have been able to be a part of a relationship that is Keeley and Rebecca, because there aren't enough of them. And I really believe in women and I really love them. And I am one and I find it fucking difficult. So I know that's not always easy.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe in every form of a female, you know, and it means a lot to me that means something to you, because I do think in this day and age we need to have each other's backs as much as possible.
Yes. And raising 4 little girls,
Yeah.
it's so much easier to do it in a world that you and Hannah are showing this example. And then you're continuing to talk about the female relationships in your life and how they make you better and how they support you. And that is an incredible asset that my girls get to have as an example. So I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I also get to have it as an example.
Yeah,
because
you're
it's a
setting
nice
it
reminder.
too. It's important to you too. I think that's the other thing too, is like the writers' room have set up this incredible space to explore that, and me and Hannah get to exist in it. But at the same time, people feel it. They just maybe didn't say it enough, you know?
Yes.
And I think that's the other thing that's so gorgeous too, is that you just have people's brains going, oh my God, of course, I'm going to call my best girlfriend right now. You know, the things that you do. And like, and yeah, we're lucky to.
You guys are doing it. So thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for
so
having
much.
me.
Yes,
This
of
has
course.
been a joy.
Make sure to watch the brand new season of Ted Lasso streaming now on Apple TV. Juno, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that's it for this episode of Not Gonna Lie. You can find even more clips from my longer conversation with Juno on my YouTube channel on More Shit Monday. Follow us on social media at NGL with Kylie for clips throughout the week. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Not Gonna Lie is a Wave original brought to you by Pullups. Thanks again to the real ones for tuning in.